University of Nottingham's very own Robin Bermudez.
Coming in at a very light 66 today. Just shy of 64. Coming in to put a good PR total on the board today.
Now Robin's previous PB as a 66 is 180. This is obviously his first competition, his first national competition as a 66, so it'll be really interesting to see what he manages to put together. And that's beautiful.
That was insanely quick. 3 whites. Lovely opener by Robin there.
Very nice PB today.
A
Obviously
lot
180
left.
being his previous best.
A lot left in the tank there. We've got Aftab coming in now. So I'm trying to cut weight in the morning.
Now, we'll see how this moves. It's quite a big number to open on. It's actually would probably be, I believe, a PB for him.
Would be a lovely way to start a competition. And he drives it up. See what the referees say.
And
3 white lights. Great way to start a competition there.
Now at the Nationals in 2021, Aftab actually bombed out on squats at 180 kilos, and the fact that he's managed to go up that 185 sets a great pace for the rest of this.
Great pace.
Him going into the 59s, but now we have Chris Jennings in the 66s again.
Opening with 192.5.
One of the 3, maybe 4 lifters in a battle for the title of the 66s. Let's see what he manages to put up today.
It's going to be very interesting. Kitted out in the A7 black and gold. Solid stuff there.
We'll see how much more he manages to put on that bar. His previous PB is 202.5, so it'll be very interesting to see what he manages to put together for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got a PR in there, for sure.
And next up, we've got Joseph Diva Joey.
We've
Straight
got
out of Greater London.
Just Joey, as you'd like me to refer to him on the commentary today. Just Joey.
Now Joey's coming into this comp off the back of 2 consecutive back-to-back preps of the British and Europeans.
And hoping to retain his title as British champ. Good opener there. Nice and solid. Didn't see him freeze there. Great stuff there.
Very interesting to see the rest of the 66s today.
Now we go on to the 83s.
First up, squatting in the 83s, we have Kunz, Sahid.
He's a big deadlifter coming into today's competition.
Really is.
Previously pulling 350 kilos for an unofficial world record.
He'll be putting some big weight on the bar today, I'm sure. One of the 383s battling out for that first place spot today.
As we said before, there's quite a few battles going on across all weight classes today.
If he manages to put together a convincing squat, performance, we might see some seriously impressive things from him today.
Nice and settled. Gets the command. And he drives it. Doesn't seem to be an issue there. Let's see what the referees say.
Solid.
2-1.
2-1.
Might have to slightly sink that second.
Dangerous guy, you know. The picture you see in the dictionary next to deadlift specialist, bro. Next up, we've got
Kibriya Ali actually opening with a record. Opening with a record, guys.
It's gonna be a very
if this doesn't get you guys interested in the things that are about to go down today, especially in the 66s, it's crazy.
Now, Kibriya was actually on a great push in the 66s just before COVID with a great super training meet, but he's now come back into the 66s and looking to come back in with a bang clearly. Previous PB being 222.5 kilos, him opening on a PB on its own is going to be very impressive, but the fact that that PB is a British record is just more impressive in itself.
And a shout out to his daughter, Eliza Ali. He actually had to take a bit of time off to, he became a father, looking after his kid, and look, he's proof that you can come back and you can show the world you can manage all of it. So we all get behind him on this squat opener.
This would of course put him into first place in the 66s.
Getting really, really fired up. Looking confident with that bar. And he sinks it, and he gets it up. And that was
solid attempt.
Absolutely, that was so quick. What a way to start.
All smiles.
What a way to start Open Seniors with a British record. Absolutely insane there.
Next up we have Owen Hubbard, Mr. A7, Mr. Intensity. Coming in, trying to regain his top spot as an 83 over Durans. Will be very interesting to see what he puts up today, because Owen really doesn't show much when it comes to his training, so we'll see what he can put together. Owen obviously doing his things in the bench. Let's see what he can do here.
It's always good to see Owen on the platform. He always brings that intensity. No matter which competition, no matter what it is, whatever lift, there's always intensity there. And he drives it.
There it is.
Absolutely amazing there. A very, very well experienced
2-1, and it looked comfortable. Maybe we see Owen challenge his PB of 277.
Yeah, 100%.
We will see. Next up, we have Durans. Now, Durans is obviously British champion from last year, came third at Europeans, has a PB of 292.5, so opening at 280 could mean some very interesting things.
For sure.
We'll have to wait and see.
For sure.
Now Jones will be looking to hit this squat, make it look very comfortable, convincing on depth.
Very calm and composed coming into this opener here. Don't know if you guys saw the SBD video that came out the other day with Durans. Very interesting. He's smiling.
Takes it down. Depth is convincing. There it is.
That
There
was
it
just-
is. Was that an opener?
Was that an
that an
opener?
opener?
Was that an opener? Indeed. Absolutely phenomenal lift there.
Beautiful first lift. And could we see 300 from Durance today? Who knows? Who knows? The 83 battle is well and truly underway.
He was smiling when he unwrapped that.
He was.
He was smiling. He knew it. And that closes off first attempts. It's good to see no one missing a first attempt. That's how it should be.
Very solid. Very, very, very good attempts from everyone, to be honest.
People going into the seconds, hopefully very confident. Building for big thirds. You're going to see a lot of people pushing each other. A lot of battles there. It's going to be very nice. Now we've got Durance coming in. Oh, no. It's not changed
Lawrence
up.
White, I believe.
And he's got it up.
Yes.
Was a bit of a battle, but he got it up.
He made it.
Very nice.
The depth was convincing. Clearly the judges liked it.
That was 165 from Lawrence White there.
Now that's actually equaled his previous PB. Numbers he hit in February. So we'll see how much he can push over those today.
Now we have Ben Hampson going for 185.
Again, equaling a PB.
This is solid stuff, especially with the turnaround from previous seniors being a lot shorter, as it's now being changed to the earlier part of the year. So it's nice to see people have been cracking on.
Ben trying to retain that British title.
Bringing a bit more intensity to this one now.
Comfortable looking walkout.
And he drives it.
There it is. Let's see what the referees say
And
about
might
the
I
depth.
say, you can't see
Three
the-
white lights.
Three white lights.
white lights. It was good.
Might I say that looked a bit quicker than the opener there.
Next
from-
up, the chef. Back to Robin Bermudez.
The chef himself.
Going nicely. A 5 kilo PP is what this would be. Obviously from his qualifying meet a few months ago. Robin looking to make a splash with his first competition. First big competition as a 66.
With a lot of room to grow as well.
Definitely.
Around 4 or 5 kilos still left in body weight.
Eating nicely into this meet.
Absolutely solid.
And can I say it shows on those quads.
And he drives it up. Again, one absolute. This is just pure technical lifting there.
That was beautiful. Very, very quick. And next up, we have Aftab again. Back to the 59 kilo class. Jumping to 197 kilos from a 185 opener, I believe.
Big
That
big
is
jump
a
there.
Big jump.
Big jump. Which the 185 was a PB in itself.
This would actually be a British record, I believe. Previously set by Luke Bennett in 2018 at 192.
Crazy stuff.
So let's wait and see what he does here, because that's extremely impressive for a second attempt, especially.
I admire the confidence.
Didn't even bother going with the chip. He's just jumped straight over.
He looks solid on the walkout. And he drives it
There
up.
it is.
He
Did he hit
drives
depth?
it
Let's
up.
wait and see what the refs say.
Oh,
Didn't-
just cut depth there a
I
bit.
wasn't quite sure.
Just cutting depth there slightly, but a great valiant attempt from there from Aftab.
Let's see him come back out and try it. Do it again better. Next, we're back to Joey. Come on, Joey. Now at Europeans, he managed to squat 202.
Solid workout there from Joey.
Oh,
Nice.
I believe there might have been a little mismove in the hole, but it looked good otherwise. Now Chris Jennings back up, taking 202.
202.5, which is
Equaling his PB.
equal PB. This is just great to see people already exceeding PBs.
Left and right smashing them. Chris, of course, of Implexium Sports Coaching. The other week he was doing sixes at 532.5, so let's see what he can do.
And he buries it.
Solid.
Great second attempt there.
Very good.
No doubt at all.
He's
3
happy
white
with
lights.
that. He's happy with that. His top end has been well hidden on the Instagram. As I said, only taking sixes recently, but he pulled a solid 260 in December, so let's see what he can do. But next up, of course, back to the 66s.
We got Kibriya Ali
Back to Kibriya. And
absolutely demolishing.
And he's jumped 9.5 kilos for this second attempt. Going right up into a new
This
bridge.
is phenomenal stuff.
Wow, wow. Let's see what he can do here.
He's really, really getting fired up for this one.
Extending his record further. The last one looks solid. Let's see how easy he can make this split.
Some time off has done really well for
Clearly.
Kibriya Ali. One of the only squatters actually pushing the legs in. Very wide squat there. And he drives it. Dare I say, exactly like the opener. And he goes 2-2-1 there.
Goodness, how far is he going to push this today?
How,
We're gonna have
how
to wait and
far
see.
is he about to push this?
We are going to have to wait and see.
Great stuff here.
Next up,
He's setting it quite high for going into bench and deads there.
next up, of course, we have Shahid again. Shahid again. My apologies.
Again,
Kun's
we
coming
have
in.
another calm, composed lifter here.
Let's hope he can make this squat look extremely convincing. Come on, Kuns.
Solid workout there.
This would be a comp PB.
And he drives
There
it.
it is. It looked nice. What did the judges say? Oh,
Unlucky there.
it was just a little bit too high. Now, Kunz has definitely put a lot onto his squat since his last meets. Really, really trying to dial it in and make it all move a bit better.
Does he take the risk and jump a little higher on that third?
Does he keep it the same? Now, obviously, the smart thing to do, or what people are normally told to do, is keep it at the same weight and just make sure you get it on the board. But Of course, Kunz is battling it out for that first place position. On Owen Hubbard's going for 280.
20 kilo jump.
20 kilo jump and a PB.
Wow.
And a PB. This PB was actually set 277 back in maybe 2018. So this will be extremely impressive to see. Bringing the intensity, of course.
He's not come to play.
Now, if he scores this, it's going to put him in a really strong position going into the finals.
Looks comfortable though. And he sinks it. And he just got caught there.
Just too heavy.
Unlucky there.
Owen's most definitely going to come out and try that again.
I was unlucky there. I was thinking it's quite a big jump for squats there, 20 kilos as an 83.
And now Mr. Kingamu going for a British record, set by himself previously, of course.
Judging by that 280 he did in his opener, I'd say he's got this.
Now with that attempt from Owen, this would begin to push Jones a bit further into the lead, but we'll have to see what happens, because obviously Jones will need to put this on the board, make this look convincing. Another interesting feature of today, whether people will simply settle for winning or whether they'll go for the new standard, the new totals set by British head coach or Team GB head coach Henry Tosh, the A and B totals, which have been the centre of a lot of discussion recently. Obviously, the 83 A total being 770, the B total being 750, and those being the totals required for selection on Team GB. Obviously, something that all lifters today are going to have to consider going into their final attempts.
And I think this is really good for the sport, especially for GB powerlifting, to be pushing people and pushing the standards to really get us high up there in that international spots.
Now let's see what Jones can do, bringing the intensity as he always does. Mr. SBD.
Just look at that composure going into a British record attempt. Comfy unrack, little grin there. And he sinks
like
it.
He hits the depth. He stands it up confidently.
Makes that bar fly.
Three white lights. Endurance with another British record on the board. It's going to be very hard to catch him today.
He seems to be really pushing the other 83s right now.
What does he take on his third? Does he settle at 300 or does he push the boundary even further?
Judging from that, I think he's ready to squat anything on that third.
Genuinely. 305, 310, what is the sky? Now the 83 battle will obviously continue a bit deeper. Kunz and Owen will really have to push to try and catch Durance with this great squat. Obviously up to this point, Durance has not normally always gone 3 for 3 on the squats, but the fact that he's got those two convincing attempts on the boards will bode well for him. 100%. Now we've got Lawrence White again.
Coming in a third attempt at 170, which I believe
another PB
is a PB. And he sinks it.
Very nice.
Very unlucky there.
Just too heavy. It was going well, but
great effort there.
Well done, Lawrence.
Now we have the chef coming in for 192.5.
Bob and Jamudas.
we have, as Benjamin Pape was saying, we have Bobin Jamudes coming in for 192.5 on that third.
192 again, a solid extension of the PB. Previously a British champion in 2019 when he was a 59 kilo lifter.
Being handled by his fellow 66 rival Abdul. Robin's coming in strong.
Come on, Robin.
He knows he's got this.
Solid lift, chef.
If you can pocket this 3 for 3, building great momentum going into bench. Solid walkout. And he buries it. And he's got it up.
There was room on that as well.
Was that an opener?
Was
that an opener by Robin Bermudez right there? What a great third attempt.
Can I just say,
Was
this
that an opener?
live stream really does look incredible.
Yes.
Great job to the White Lights Media boys.
100%. Great live stream here.
Next up, of course, Aftab trying to go in and get that squat that he missed on his second attempt. He did get it up and it was a grinder, but he's going to have to hit depth this time, make it look a bit more convincing. Let's
Just
see what
going to
he
have
can
to
do.
sink it slightly.
Shouting for the crowd, getting the hype ready.
Just needs to dial this in now if he really wants to get this record. See him setting up there.
This will push him further in the battle for the 59s.
Oh, for sure. They're all fighting for first. And he's
Just too heavy today.
just a tad too heavy today. Still ends up in a 5 kilo PR.
Great show of respect to the crowd. And now, again, Joey back on. Going for a 205 attempt. Obviously, this would be a PB.
2.5 kilos.
Let's see what Joey can do here.
And he's coming in pretty solid on the bench and deadlift as well.
He is, I believe, this is him working with a new nutritionist, Tasha Espin, coming in at weight this time as opposed to the big cuts he previously did.
Nice.
Let's see what you can do here.
Build that
Will you make
momentum.
this convincing?
Nice and solid there. And he sinks it. And he sinks it.
Pushing.
And he's pushing.
fighting. He's got it up. Was
He's
there
pushed
downwards
it.
movement?
Was there
Did he get
downward
it?
movements? Oh. What an absolutely great battle there.
Just a little bit of downwards movement there.
He could have dropped it, but he
It was a great
fought it
fight.
out.
It was a great fight.
Great fighter there. Really unlucky there for him there.
Now Chris coming out, going for 207, trying to extend that PB further. This would put him in at second place, right underneath Cabria going into bench.
Solid. Oh.
And it's just too heavy.
Just a tad too heavy today. Unlucky here.
Now what that means is the battle between him and Joey is really quite close here. Both misses on their third attempts means they're going into bench quite even, and Joey being the one with currently at least 10 kilo lead on bench in terms of PBs. It'll be interesting to see what happens when they get all the way through to the deadlifts.
We now have Kibriya Ali with a 237.5
Ridiculous.
kilo attempt as a 66.
The return is looking good.
Also, I believe weighing in at around 74.5, if I'm not mistaken. 64.5, sorry about that. 64.5.
Heavy 66.
Heavy 66 ever.
Here we go, Kibriya.
Bringing a lot of hype to this last squat.
Solid walkout.
And he's driving it. He's driving it.
So
And he's
sturdy
got
on
it
that
up.
Push.
Has he?
There it
He's
is.
convinced the judges.
There it is. Amazing.
What a great attempt.
What's he going to finish with today?
That has set great
What's he
momentum
gonna
going into
finish with?
deadlifts there.
Are we going to see over 600 today? I believe it could be possible.
This could be the day.
More than possible even. Next up, of course, Kearns. Sahid going. He's up. He's up the third attempt.
He's decided to go up.
240. Pushed it.
The pressure
Trying to
is there
chase.
now.
The pressure is there. Just needs to sink it a little bit deeper than that last attempt. Of course, chasing that first place spot now that Durance has extended his squats so far. Hopefully he can get this on the boards.
Got to dial it in here now.
He's got it.
Driving.
He's got it.
He's got it. What
It
did
was
the
very
judges
nice.
say? 3 white lights.
White lights, and he's pushed it all the way forward. That really does bode well for him going further in this competition.
As some youngsters would say, that was baby food.
Baby food.
Baby food. Great initiative there.
Who knows what he's going to put on the bar for that final deadlift now that he's got that squat in.
That's going to give him great confidence going into deadlifts.
Into bench. Let's see what he can do. Here comes Owen trying to push it with that 280 squat.
Let's see if he can dial it in for this one.
The last one was just a little bit too heavy, but can he make this one look solid? I'm sure he can. Mr. Intensity.
One of the more experienced lifters. Oh, and he just misgrooved it slightly there at the end. Unlucky.
And Owen goes into bench with 260, but I'm sure he won't mind too much because, as we all know, and that is Mr. Hubbard's lift.
Mr. Hubbard opening on 200 bench, I believe. And now, the one we were all waiting for
Jones has come out,
to break the 300 barrier.
coming in strong with a chip. 300.5. The last attempt looked good. Let's see what he can do here. Will he get it? I'm sure he will.
That
Just needs to
second
make it look
attempt,
convincing.
that second attempt definitely justifies. And you see him again, composed. Doing exactly the same in the first and second.
Strong up to the bar. Showing why he reps SBD.
Just so
Looking to put the
focused.
world on notice. Come on, Jones.
Let's get it. And he drives it, and he drives
Correct,
it.
but would the judges say depth?
What was the depth looking like? Yeah, just shy on depth there.
Just a little bit
Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Great attempt from there.
Now, leading into the next set of lifting, I mean, it's been a great first little section, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It really has been impressive. To be honest, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen, because in the 66s, obviously, Cabria going in, setting the pace very nicely.
Yes.
In the 59s, we've got Aftab just about missing. Ben Hampson coming in very strong, very nice as well. It's going to look very interesting going into that second round, into the bench. And in the 83s, of course, we have Kunz coming in strong, Durans coming in stronger, and it really will be a great finish here for everyone.
Yeah.
Really will.
Well, we go move on to bench now. Got some big benches in each flight. Obviously, we got the 200 opener from Owen Hubbard. I believe Joey's opening 140.
140 opener. That's great for 66 opener. Especially.
Yeah. But yeah, great squats across the board for everyone there.
We'll see you for bench.
We'll see you for bench, guys. And we move on to AFTAB. Opening with 107.5.
Aftab's PB, 102, means this will be a 5 kilo PB. And is he going to get this too? Opening with another PB. Really does push him into the consideration for that first place spot.
And a good opener there.
3 white lights. 3 white lights.
A lot of room to build on that bench.
What's he going to open with on the deadlift? Because the way he's been going so far, I can see a 232 opener. And now, Kibria, back again. 112 on the bar. Previous PB being 117.
Could be pushing that PB on the second here. We'll see how this moves. I imagine recovering quite nicely after that amazing third attempt squat.
Lovely, lovely attempt. 3 white lights, solid attempt. Numbers on the board.
Looking like a pretty quick press command today.
It actually is, to be fair. Lifters getting gifted, to be honest. Very, very lucky boys. But then again, the rule is when the bar has settled, and the boys are doing a very good job at doing it.
And now we have Ben Hampson opening with 117.5.
Ben Hampson's PB being 125. This is a quite strong opener. Solid.
Solid opener there from Ben.
Solid attempt.
Good stuff so far.
3 white lights. And now we've got Robin, the chef, back out again.
He's opening 117.5.
With his previous PB being 117.5, that's
That bodyweight increase has done him well here.
getting tight on the bench. Lovely attempt.
I think he forgot to do that last warm-up in the warm-up room.
Seeing Robin's training, I mean, that bench is definitely going to get pushed a bit further today. I've been getting some nice 3-count pauses from myself, so let's see what he can do at the end.
And that's just it. You've got to make sure that comp specificity is there in your training and you will reap the rewards on the platform.
Chris Jennings back out again.
Opening with 132.5.
And a PB of 135. Seems like everyone's forgotten what their PBs were.
Yeah. Looking to push it through his bench.
Another solid attempt. 3 white lights on the board.
I do hope I get this ref tomorrow for my presses.
Chris pushing his total further. And now Joey coming in with a 142 kilo opener.
142.
142 with a PP of 145. These boys ain't playing today.
This is bonkers.
Better believe this bench is going to move well too.
on the new Eleiko rack.
Solid attempt.
Absolutely. Smooth lift there from Joey.
Very smooth. And now again, back to the 83 kilo class with Kunz coming out at a 157.5 kilo bench. Now, if Kunz can put up something around 170, he's really going to give a battle for endurance today. Mind you, we don't even know what Owen is going to be putting up. A nice solid bench will set him up very nicely going into the deadlift, so let's see what he can do with it.
One of the ones in the flight with
Those
the
long
arms.
deadlift arms.
And look at that range of motion.
Now that was a good attempt. That was a good attempt.
Good attempt.
It was a bit of a grind though.
Slight sticking point
We'll
there.
have to see how he continues through this competition. I'm not quite sure how much was left on that bench. I would imagine they jumped to maybe 162 kilos. We'll have to wait and see. But now we've got Mr. Kingamu back out again. 162.5 opener. PB of 170. And if he can get this on the board, again, setting him up very nicely.
Self-hand out. And that range of
There it
motion, and
is.
he makes it look easy.
What does he finish with today? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But now, here it is.
Here it is, guys. And
Are
no,
we ready?
this is not a typo. We're jumping straight from 162.5 to an opener of 200 kilos. The GOAT of British bench, Owen Hubbard, opening up
And there he is.
with 200 kilos on the bar.
Such a technical lifter. A British bench, Owen actually dislocated his shoulder, re-racking the weight.
And look at him now. He's
Right
back
back at
opening
it.
200.
No breaks, no breaks.
Just look at the arch he's able to get there. And dare I say it, the speed on that.
Just as expected. How far is he going to push it today? Owen has a personal best of 218.5 at 83. We just have to wait and see what he can put up. Lawrence White back out again. 97.5.
And we move on to second attempts. It's
Only
nice to see.
2.5 kilos off of his PB at 100 kilos.
Oh,
And I believe he's going to go over that 100 kilos today.
he's left some there in the tank for
I
his
see
third.
no reason why not.
He's smiling, he's confident.
Next up we have Aftab. Again,
Crushing
going
the
for
PB.
112. Crushing the PB very nicely.
Yes, indeed. Had a very solid opener at 107.5. Shouldn't see any problems with this 112.5. And you see him just setting up there.
Maybe he was chalking the bench there.
Yeah. He's getting it up.
I can see his bicep veins from here.
Yeah. It's cutting my eyes.
Oh,
2-1 there.
Interesting. Couldn't actually tell what was wrong. It might have been something to do with his heels.
I think, yeah.
Next up, we have Kibria coming out again
With a 5 kilo increase.
and opening on his PB.
So, Kibria Ali is setting himself up for a great day. And he's driving it.
It's a grinder, but let's see what they say.
3 white lights.
3 white lights. I'm not quite sure how much he's going to be able to extend that by.
Yeah.
But at least he's got the number on the board. It's a good opener, and he's in the competition. He continues very much in the competition.
Good
Ben
second
Hampson
attempt.
now out with 122.5 kilos, which is a great attempt for
5 kilos jumps here.
great attempt for a 59 kilo lifter. 2.5 kilo PB for this second attempt. Sorry, incorrect.
2.5 kilos
Away,
under
yes.
from his PB. So he's looking to smash it on his third. And he drives it back, and
Solid,
it looks like that
solid
PB is
attempt.
getting broken today.
Oh, it definitely is.
It's getting broken today.
Now, of course, Ben only benched 125 at the British bench a few weeks ago with maybe a little bit of room. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him put 127 on the bar here to extend that lead he's got over after. Be interested to see what the decisions are. But next up, again, of course,
The chef
the chef.
looking to cook up a saucy bench here, increasing 7.5 kilos onto his second attempt with a 125 on the bar. Just see how every single one of his attempts are identical. Definitely a very experienced lifter. And he pushes that up.
Look at the
and
speed.
he is just making every lift look so beautiful here today. Definitely can push that to 130, 100%.
Why not?
That was very easy there by Robin.
Chris Jennings up. Let's see what Chris can put up in the bench. Of course, this being his second attempt, 137 is actually a PB on his 135 previous best. He'll be fighting to try and stay in it with these other huge 66 kilo lifters.
And he presses it back, and that was a
great.
solid
It's great.
second attempt there from Chris. Plenty left there on the third attempt. Could definitely well and truly break that 140. But now
Joey!
we have Joey going for 148.
British records. British records.
We've seen a British record squat, and now a British record bench.
And he's coming out for it.
For Joey,
Bringing the intensity.
his
A
opener
huge bencher.
was so quick. Let's hopefully see that he moves this the same.
Gets the start.
And
And
he
it
drives
goes.
it back.
Now,
Yet again, we've got someone moving a British record
amazing, amazing.
as a joke.
Hands to the crowd. Beautiful lift.
That is a great way to bounce back after missing your third
Amazing
squat.
way. Amazing
That's
way.
a great way to bounce back.
All the redemption from Europeans earlier on. few months ago. But now we have Kunz back out again.
Coming with a 5 kilo
162.5 kilos on the bar, as
jump.
I predicted.
Yeah, 5 kilo jump from his first.
Future teller right here.
Now he had a little bit of a sticking point on that first, but we'll see. We'll see whether it was just a little slight misgroove.
Hopefully he manages to push this well. Come on, Kunz.
And he drives it back. And he drives it, and he just got a little stuck there. It's unlucky there for...
Such a long range of motion to try and catch. But, hey, regardless of how that's moved, we all know Kunz can smack whatever he wants on that bar when it comes to the deadlift, so who knows?
You might have a larger ROM on your bench, but if you can add another 40, 50 kilos on that deadlift, I think you'd be a happy man.
And out comes Jones now. 172.5 kilos on the bar. If I'm not mistaken, this would actually be a personal best. It would. 170 being his previous best.
2.5 kilos on a second attempt.
Watching the bar with the intensity.
Drives it back.
It is.
Solid second attempt there.
Waiting for the refs. Oh, 2-1, no lift. I believe it will have been related to his bum rising off of the bench. Although I'm not quite sure, as the light board seems to have gone down temporarily.
Yeah. But I don't see why he wouldn't want to slightly go a little higher there on his third attempt.
So of course, he is currently leading overall. Is that even true? No, in fact, with Owen's bench, he is now leading on subtotal. 460 to Duran's 458. However, Duran's has re-entered the same weight again for his third attempt. And now, Owen with 212 kilos on the bar. The cameras are out in the crowd.
Dead silent. And he drives it back. And he gets it.
What an amazing
2-1
lift.
there.
What an amazing lift.
Great lift from Owen Hubbard there.
Some days you wake up and 200 doesn't even feel good on the squat or the deadlift. Imagine benching it.
Imagine benching 200. Amazing stuff there by Owen.
I believe Lawrence White will be up again. I hope extending over his personal best.
As we go into the third attempts.
Seems to be 102. I believe that is a 2.5 kilo PB.
2.5 kilo PR for Lawrence White here.
It's been a good day for Lawrence so far.
Great day for Lawrence. Especially with that second attempt moving so quick.
Very hard man to find data on.
And he's driving it back, unfortunately.
Just too much today.
Just a tad too heavy there. But it's okay, he still has 3 more lifts to get excited about. We have Aftab coming in.
Reattempting the weight.
The same weight.
Failed on the last attempt.
With 112.5.
I believe last time he failed it on a technicality. So we'll wait and see how he manages to move it this time round.
Very technical in his setup there. He gets the start command. And he presses it and he's going back and he's got it. He's got it.
Let's see what the judges say.
And that's
this
2
time
white
he
lights.
has taken it. He has taken it.
That's a PR. A huge PR there for Aftab.
Thumbs up to the crowd.
That's a 10 kilo PR.
Aftab actually leads. Does he? Aftab currently... No, my mistake. He is currently 10 kilos behind in subtotal, so he'll be going into the deadlifts chasing.
Now we have Kibriya Ali
Back out again.
with 120 kilos, which I think is a great call. 2.5 kilos on his second.
And a PB.
And a PB, and if he gets this gives him great momentum going into deadlifts. And he's pushing and he's fighting and just a
too
tad.
much for him.
I'm sure he won't mind that 2.5 kilos though.
Okay. He does still lead.
He is indeed leading with Joey still yet to bench.
Currently on a 355 subtotal. And Joey on a 348. We'll see. And Joey has extended his British record to 151. But now, Ben Hansen out.
With a 2.5 kilo PR.
2.5 kilo PR.
And he's getting really fired up for this one.
He's ready.
He is ready for this
This
one.
would extend his British bench attempt the other week. Let's see what he can do.
Come on, Ben.
His second attempt moved well. Hopefully this moves better.
Really making sure everything is dialed in there. And he's pushing. And
Oh, just too
just
much.
a tad too heavy there.
I really thought it was there. Great
Let's give
attempts from Ben anyway.
Let's give a little quick shout out to Wildlights Media for the stream today.
Again, amazing quality.
Absolutely great turnout here from Wildlights Media.
And
but
now
now
we have Robin back out again.
we have the chef going for 130 kilos, 5 kilos on his second, and judging from his second attempt, this should be baby food.
Very, very nice attempt, hopefully.
Getting that arch. And the way he gets that arch. And he presses it
How
back.
easy.
And
How
that was
easy.
just
How
so
much room
simple.
left on that bench?
That was so simple.
Smacked 140 on the bar. Why didn't you? Who knows? Well, next up, Chris Jennings back out again.
Robin is building a great base for the 66s in the
Really
future.
Got room to grow.
With these attempts. Great stuff there. And now we have Chris
Jennings. Coming out with 140 kilos.
140 kilos, 2.5 kilos in his second attempt.
Extending his current PB.
And trying to just push it that little bit more, leading into deadlifts. And he presses it, and he's getting it, and he's got it. Looks good from here. What are the refs saying? 3 white lights.
Very
Great
interesting what's
lift
happening
from
here,
Chris.
to be honest, because the 66s are all neck in neck on subtotal, with Kibriya at 355, Chris at 342, and Joey currently at 348, but about to extend that, possibly. Let's see. 151 on the bar, extending his British records. Looking filthy.
would have been very interesting to see if Alex Espin was to turn up.
If Alex Espin was to turn up, we'd have even more fighting on our hands, but let's see what Joey can do here.
151 kilos, guys. 66 kilo lifter. Way over double body weight.
Last attempt moved well. I'm sure this will too.
And he drives it back, and he's got it. He's got it.
I would say that's redemption for the Euros bench right there.
That was great stuff from Joey there.
Beautiful attempt.
After that third attempt grind on the squat,
Amazing.
to come back and absolutely crush the British record.
Well, in between the top 366 place lifters, 355 to 342, there's only 12.5 kilos in it.
Crazy.
Currently, Chris Jennings in third place. However, Chris, with probably the biggest deadlift, will really be extending this here. And it seems as though the bar is loaded, but I do not believe Saheed will be coming out for this attempt.
I do not think so either.
And so the clock will run down. Can we just appreciate the spotting and loading crew?
Yeah.
Doing a great job so far today. Difficult job to do, be on your feet all day.
Very tiring.
But this is a sport that runs on volunteers, and so, as we know, they are probably the most important people in this room.
And all of the referees today as well,
Of course.
playing their part. Again, volunteering. As well as the Wildlights Media crew and the SBD and A7 sponsors with the booths here today. Really helping grow the sport.
Neofit, A7, Eleco, SBD. All British powerlifting sponsors.
Making this happen at Energize Fitness in Colchester.
Up next,
And
Durance coming in with the same attempt, looking to keep that butt down and get this attempt on the board, making it look good, making it look solid.
I don't see this attempt being an issue for him with the way his second moved. But
Just
he
needs
rather
to make
play it
sure his
safe.
butt keeps down. He's got his boys watching from the back as well. Duran's ready to take this weight on and make it look good.
Going in with a bit more intent here. Don't think he was too happy with that second attempt. And he's pressed it back.
And there it is. What did the referees say? 3 white lights.
He's happy with it.
There it is.
He knows.
And Owen with 2:15 for his third attempt. Now, if he were to get this, it would push him to a 472.5 kilo subtotal, above Duran's 468 kilo subtotal,
However,
and Saheed's 397.5 kilo subtotal. But as we know,
if we see the deadlift openers, it tells another story.
it'll be interesting.
But nonetheless, guys, 215 kilos on the bar for Owen Hubbard, third attempt. This is no joke weight for an 83 kilo lifter.
Not at all. Let's see how he moves it.
2.5 kilo increase from the second attempt. And he drives
There it is, better than the second.
a lot better than the second. Great stuff from Owen Hubbard there.
There it is. Owen
Great
Hubbard
stuff.
with a big bench.
Lovely stuff.
That's great.
Closing the
That's amazing.
bench flight there with 215 kilos.
Now, looking at the subtotals here, we can tell there's a battle to happen. The deadlifts are going to be extremely impressive, with the 59s neck and neck, 66s neck and neck, and the 83s neck and neck. Barely anything separating the 83s. Currently, obviously, we know Kunz with the biggest deadlift, but Duran's and Owen. Duran's, we know, has probably around a 320. Owen, we're not quite sure. Who knows? He doesn't really post much, does he?
Yeah.
When it comes to the 59s, of course, we have Ben Hampson and Aftab going back to back, trying to battle it out.
Just judging from the openers here, if we see the 83s, we've got a 305 kilo opener there from Kunz, and with Kibriya Ali breaking that British squat record, he's got a lot of confidence going into a 245 opener as a 66, looking to break the deadlift record.
The 59s themselves battling out as well. However, Aftab's PB at 227.5 kilos and Ben Hampson's PB at 200, it will be very interesting there as well.
So we'll leave it there for now, and
catch you in the deadlifts.
Catch you guys for deadlifts.
You're all good, mate. You're all good.
What's the... Hello guys, and welcome back.
To the British Nationals 2022 senior men.
We're leading into deadlifts now with very, very high subtotals across all the weight classes. And it's going to be very exciting because a lot of it's going to be on the last pull.
A lot of it in the 59 kilo class. Currently leading, I believe it is Ben Hampson. Ben Hampson is in fact leading with a 307.5 subtotal
10 kilos.
over Aftab. However, Aftab has a 20 kilo advantage in the deadlift PB so far. Let's see. Lawrence White up first.
With 180 kilos on the bar. And he makes it look
Comfortable
easy.
lift.
Comfortable lift there.
190 kilos being his PB. That's probably getting broken today.
Definitely, definitely.
Ben Hampson out, opening up with 185 kilos.
It's going to be a very interesting battle between Ben Hampson and Aftab. As long as Aftab is able to get all three lifts, he looks in contention with that first. But Ben Hampson's not going to give him a run for his money here. And he sets it up. Very
A
comfortable
good
there.
attempt. A good attempt.
And now we have Robin Bermudez.
Out for the 66s with a 215 kilo opener.
215 kilo opener for Robin Bermudez, which I believe
Is his current PB?
current PB, opening with a current PB to secure a total on the board. Very technical lifter, Robin. Very, very, very aesthetic sumo puller.
Lovely attempt.
It makes it look easy. Only recently this competition switching to mixed grip seems to be doing well for him.
Now Aftab opening at 220. Got to keep a close eye on the battles taking place here because, again, like we said previously, Aftab was 10 kilos behind, but taking this 220 should jump him up quite a bit. Only 7.5 kilos under his current PB. He's fighting, and he's got it. It looked to get stuck on his knee sleeves. 2 to 1. 2 to 1, he has gotten it. It was an extreme grind, and I don't know if we'll see him come back out again, but he is currently sitting on a 517.5 kilo total.
Managed to get a total on the board.
Ben Hampson will actually be fighting to catch up with him now, as Ben Hampson was on 492.5 kilos. So with that opener, Aftab has pulled himself well into first place. But now, here's Joey again. Another battle, the 66s.
Opening with 225, coming off a great third attempt. British record bench there. And he's smiling.
Confidence.
And no doubt there.
A speedy opener from Joey. There it is.
Joey's head is still in the warm-up room there with an easy opener there. And now we have 245 kilos, 20 kilos on the previous attempt from Joey. For Chris Jennings, we have quite
Chris,
a few big pullers.
Clearly being the biggest puller in the 66 is Chris. Obviously, barring Alexander Espin, who is not here today. Chris Jennings, let's see what he can put up.
Locking himself there in. It's quite comfortable.
A nice attempt. Now he pulled 260 not too long ago. I believe it was in December, and so we'll see what he can get up to today.
We have the same weight for Kibriya Ali.
Now that is very impressive because this is actually Kibriya's previous personal best. So again, extending that lead he currently has.
Again, another very, very, very technical sumo puller here. Really taking advantage of those long arms. And that was
A beautiful
so speedy.
attempt.
Very,
Absolutely amazing attempt.
very speedy. He's confident there. I think he's going with the game plan, telling his handler there he's confident for his second.
And that gives Kibriya the coveted 600 kilo total that all the 66ers have been chasing. But up next,
The first of the 83s
Owen Hubbard.
with 250 kilos on the bar. Recently changing back to sumo.
Now that's a very good attempt.
Very easy attempt there from Owen.
Very interesting to see that he's moved back to sumo as well, as he recently found a new love for conventional, I believe, back at Euros. But we'll see what happens. Next up, Jurins. Just surprised by his son entering the venue. Lovely to see.
Now, guys, again, we have a 300 kilo opening pull here.
Not
Right.
too long ago, 300 kilos being a coveted pull for 105 kilo lifters, let alone the 83s.
Just goes to show how the standards are moving drastically quickly in the sport. We love to see it. Again, very composed. He
This
knows he's got
pull
this.
would in fact jump Jurins up to a 768 kilo total.
Looking to chase that 800.
Looking to chase that 800. And that's a good pull from Jurins.
Pulls it with ease.
That's a good pull.
I imagine we get a bit more intensity leading up to the thirds, but
As he pushes through.
great opener there. With his wife and kid in the crowd there, cheering him on.
And now, Sahid, opening on 320 kilos. It's a great pull.
The
As we said before,
wildly anticipated lift of the day.
it is. As we said before, Kun's previously pulling an unofficial world record at 350 kilos. An amazing weight for an 83 kilo puller.
And we see him opening with 320 kilos.
You heard baby food. Come on, Kuns. There it is.
Oh,
just
wow.
like we expected. What's he going to extend this to
He just-
today?
wow.
Who knows?
Wow,
Who
what a
knows?
lift. You You very rarely see 320 kilos being
Now
moved like that.
the 83 battle is really shaping up now. We have Durins on the 768, but Kunz has just put himself at 717 with Owen at 725. We'll see what they can all do when it all comes down to the end. However, currently Durins is comfortably in the lead. Back
So
down to the
sorry, we're seeing a nice battle there from Durins and Hubbard.
Back down to the 59s, and we have Lawrence White coming out with his second deadlift.
Looking to match his PB of 190, setting him up nicely for a new PR going into third attempts. May I mention, it's always nice to see all greens, everybody getting their openers. And he's pulling, and he's got it.
Now that's very good.
Very comfortable there for Lawrence.
He hit that previous PB back in February, so I didn't actually think there was going to be much more on these numbers, but really that does look like he is going to be extending this.
Do you think he's going for the big 200?
Who knows? He just might. Next up, Ben Hampson. 195 kilos on the bar,
Again, jumping 10 kilos from his first.
and only 5 kilos away from his personal best of 200 kilos.
He's bringing the intent here. Setting it up nicely, taking his time. And he's pulling, and he's pulling. And
That's a
that
great
was
pull.
a great pull
It's a
there.
great pull.
No doubt he's
3
breaking
white lights.
200. He is definitely breaking.
That puts 502 on the bar. Now, Aftab is currently at 517 in the lead in the 59s. And so, unless Ben is able to put on another 15 kilos on his pull, who knows? Who knows what might happen? It was a good second attempt. He just might jump it. But next up, Robin Bermudez.
Going for a 500-pound pull. He on his second attempt. Looking to score that perfect 9 for 9 day today.
So technical.
And he's pulled it, and it's
It's a lovely lift.
identical to his opener,
As
may I say.
solid work.
He is definitely making the weights look very
That
easy
gives
today.
him a 550 kilo total. What will he take for his third attempt?
I'm guessing he will go for 235 at least.
Next up, Joey. 237.5 kilos on the bar. Only 2.5 kilos away from his current personal best.
He's getting the crowd wild up, man. And he locks it in. And he's pulling.
And it's a good deadlift.
Comfortable.
It's a
It
good
just
lift.
seems the
It's
moment
a
it
very
comes
good
off the
lift.
ground, it just fires back up. He wants some energy.
Now Joey is only about 11.5 kilos away from first place. He could jump and overtake Cabria, but here he comes out with 257.5 on the bar.
To secure 600 kilos.
No, not for 600 actually. I believe that was what he hit last time. So it looks like he might be going to 612 kilos.
Oh, wow. 612.
And that would put him over the B total for the 66s when it comes to international selection. So let's see if he can get it. Very impressive total.
He's really, really left his mark today. And if he's able to pull this and go into his thirds with an even bigger pull, all I can say is I'm scared.
Mind you, this is a British record total already.
On his second attempt pull, Kibriali, 257.5 kilos. And he locks it in. And he gets it up.
And it moves so well.
He's definitely got
Gotta love it.
a lot more in the tank there.
612 kilos on the bar for him.
Now we have
Chris Jennings
going
pushing Cabria's recent attempt with 258 kilos.
258 kilos, which is a British record.
A new British records.
We've already seen a squat British record being broken, a bench record being broken, and now we are seeing a deadlift record being broken and a potential total record being broken as well.
It looks as though it may be a battle for second place between Joey and Chris. Joey, who is currently 1 kilo over Chris in the subtotal. Let's see if Chris can get this. As I said before, Chris previously pulling 260 back in December.
Bringing a lot more intensity to his lift. And he goes down to lock it in, and he's pulling, and he's pulling, and he's
looked like it may have gone down. Let's see what the refs say.
He may have gone down slightly, yes.
3 reds.
Unfortunately,
Downwards movement.
great effort there to move the British record like that.
However, a no lift. And so Joey remains in second place currently with 1 lift left to go.
He's still got another chance.
But
And
with
now
Joey bumping his third attempt up, will he be able to catch it? The weight has been re-entered. And so what will Joey do? Will he drop his deadlift to secure second place? Or will he attempt to push further?
because Joey's going to have to push quite a lot to get to that first position there. Looks like Kibriya Ali's secured that first.
And out comes Owen. 275 kilos on the bar.
25 kilo jump. Quite a large jump there.
Owen does love his jumps.
Taking a 20 kilo jump in his first to second squat.
There it is, the intensity.
And he's pulling, and he's
That's
got
an
it up.
amazing pull. With Owen's current PB being 287 kilos,
It looks like he's...
he very well might extend that today.
Great
And that
stuff
gives
there.
him a 750 kilo total. Duran's now coming out with 312 kilos on the bar.
312.5 kilograms on the bar, guys.
This would take him to a 780.5 total. I could be wrong with that.
No,
That is correct.
you're correct. 780.5.
It would be a British record total.
Bringing the intensity here. With the way that first moved. I have no doubt for the second. And he pulls. And he's got it.
It's
And
a
that was
great attempt.
comfortable weight for him.
It's a great attempt with the sun clapping in the crowd. That's 780.5 for Duran's, a new British record total. And now, Saheed Kunz back out again with 342.5 kilos on the bar. An amazing weight for an 83 kilo lifter.
Guys, that is not a typo. That is 342.5 kilograms.
Insane.
22.5 kilograms on the first attempt.
Come on, Guns.
Looking to destroy 350,
Yes, sir.
his previous PB. And he's bringing the intensity. You can just feel the electricity in the crowd.
The anticipation builds.
And he sets himself up. And he pulls, and he's pulling, and it's
That's a good
comfortable.
lift. That looks like a good lift to me, and it is.
Plenty left in the
and
tank
it is.
there
What's
for
he going to
Kunz.
extend it to? That's an amazing lift. An amazing lift. Now, Owen currently only leads him by 10 kilos, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. We will have to wait and see what happens. Owen has jumped to 300 for his third attempt. Might be a placeholder lift, however, we will have to wait and see.
Now, do you think that... Now, Owen can't change his second attempt deadlift once he's put it in, because he's going to have to go first. Third attempt deadlift, because he's going to have to go first. We have... The ball is in... Kunz's court right now to jump for second. And does he jump for second, or does he YOLO that third? Please ignore what's on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
I believe it is Lawrence White coming back out.
Lawrence White going for a 200 kilo deadlift. As predicted. 10 kilos on his second attempt. And he's pulling, and he's pulling, and he's going, and he's got it. He's got it. He's going up.
Pulling.
It's up.
What a grind.
He's lost. Oh.
Oh, just dropped out of his hands.
You cannot blame the man for the heart he just showed there.
Amazing attempt.
Did
Amazing
not
effort
stop
from
pulling
Lawrence
till
White.
the end.
What a great day he's had.
Lovely to see.
Heart on every single one of his lifts. Absolutely love to see it. And that finishes him off with a 452.5 kilo total for the day.
Great total there by
Next
Lawrence
up,
White.
We have Ben Hampson.
Ben Hampson taking the same weight. 5 kilos over his second attempt.
A 200 kilo lift, it seems. has
Now
currently
he
been
doesn't
entered.
seem to be
Coming out
seen.
for it.
Oh, he's in the crowd at the
He is-
moment.
I believe he will not be taking his third attempt. He will not be taking his third attempt.
So
And
we have it timed out.
as the final rankings will stand, with Aftab not coming out either. Aftab, currently British champion, not currently, finally, British champion, with Ben Hampson in second place and Lawrence White in third. Congratulations to all three lifters.
Great performance from all three. They all definitely left it all out there on the platform today. And that concludes our 59s for today.
Now the clock will just be let run down on Ben Hampson's attempt.
Till the next lifter to come out, which will be Robin Bermudez, for his final attempt at 235.
I know Knots is screaming his name. We are too. Robin Bermudez coming
The
out.
chef coming in for that 9 for 9 PR total.
This man taught me to deadlift. Teach you to deadlift?
He taught me to deadlift.
Taught everyone to deadlift.
The best cue he taught me, snappy legs,
Snappy knees.
snappy knees.
Come on, Robin.
Robin Bermudez, you are NPL's
Come
club
on,
coach.
Robin.
Coming in now for the final attempt of the day, bringing all of his energy for this last final pull.
Come on, Robin.
And might I say, what a handsome man. He's locking it in. He's
And he
pulling.
pulls.
He's
And he
driving
pulls.
up. Unlucky. Unlucky. What a great day for Robin.
Show of
Nonetheless,
respect to the refs. Shaking hands with them all. Walking off looking good with the fresh fade. Had to
great
do it to him.
effort there by Robin Bermudez.
And there it is. Up next. Sorry, actually, before we move on to that finishes Robin's day out with a 550 kilo total. A great first effort in the 66s at a national level event. Now we have Joey waiting in the wings to
Going
come
for
out.
250 third
250
attempt.
kilos. I believe that pushes him to a 600.5 kilo total.
600.5. He wants to break that 600.
Breaking that barrier. Now his second attempt looked good. Can this move? Obviously this would solidify him in second place, with Chris Jennings currently in third due to his missed second attempt, my apologies. Come on, Joey. Show him what you got.
Very relaxed onto this third attempt.
Rallying the crowd.
Feeding off the energy. As he gets ready. Anchors those hips. Gets tight. Starts pulling. Oh, and unlucky
just
there.
Too heavy.
Just a tad too heavy there.
Now Joey, with that attempt, finishes on a 588.5 kilo total.
Nonetheless, a very, very, very valiant, great performance there by Joey.
Chris Jennings coming out with the same previous attempt, again a British record attempt, 258 kilos, which would bump him over Joey if he were to get it. So I'm sure he's going to be riled up, pulling into second place here, attempting to pull into second place here. Let's see if he manages to get it.
It would get him quite a bit over Joey. As he tries to chase that deadlift record.
Chris stalking across the platform, watching his weight, ready to take it on.
Just needs to carry on pulling. Avoid that downward movement. He's pulling and he's pulling and he's going up.
And it looks
Looks
down
like
again.
it might have been the same issue.
3 reds. And Kibria coming out with a 265.5 kilo deadlift. Third attempt. British record. Amazing.
In the 66 kilo class, pulling 265.5 kilograms. Absolutely absurd. All this, mind you, breaking a squat British record. Also now breaking a deadlift record. And a total record. Coming after a long break from powerlifting to come back and smash out 3 records. Valiant effort here from Kibri Ali if he can get this.
Getting hyped up back there with the headphones on. Ready to take this attempt.
He wants this.
Will he smoke it the same way he smoked his others? The crowd is behind him.
Come on now, Kibri Ali. Taking a moment for himself, dialing it all in. Locks into place. Oh, just unlucky
too
there.
heavy. It's been a very good day.
Great
It's been a
performance
very
there
good day.
from all the 66s.
And Kibria Ali is your British champion, with Joey in second place and Chris Jennings in third.
Great battle there.
Now, back to the 83s. It looks to be a battle for second place, with Durans on a 780.5 kilo total, Owen on a 750 kilo total, and Saheed currently on a 740 kilo total. Owen has dropped his deadlift third attempt to 287 kilos. that would extend his total to 762.5 kilos. Here he comes.
He's coming in now with a 12.5 kilos increase from his second attempt. Really bringing the intensity on this third attempt. He dials it in. He locks it in. He's got it.
And that equals his previous personal best.
And look at the speed on that
could have
third
gone
attempt.
higher. That could have definitely been a higher attempt. That was a strong, solid pull.
That an opener.
Next up,
Great stuff from Owen Hubbard there to finish off.
on a 762.5 kilo total. Next up, we have Jones Kingamu coming out here with a 320 kilo pull. This will extend his total to 788 kilos, a new British records. Gives me something to chase at juniors, innit?
It does indeed. You just see Durans
Here
staring
he
at
is.
us, staring at his kid in the crowd.
So ready for this lift. Here he comes.
It's honestly just absolutely adorable.
Here we go, Jones.
As he's in the crowd, looking to pull his third attempt deadlift. And his son's in the crowd. What a feeling.
Come on, Jones.
He knows he's got this. And he locks it in and he's pulling.
There we go.
And
Come
he
on.
pulls.
Come on. There it is. There it is. He looks out into the crowd. Everyone's cheering. Amazing. Amazing from Jones.
Great stuff. What an amazing performance there today.
Jones' best performance to date, a new British record. Amazing. And next up, to finish off the day, Kun's coming out with 365 kilos on the bar.
365 kilograms on the bar. Defining what people thought was the limit.
This would actually, I believe, pull him into second place. This is Kunz pulling for seconds.
He is fired up here.
Ready.
The bar is loaded.
The crowd is on their feet.
And I've never heard the
Screaming
crowd
for Kunz.
so loud.
He's ready. Taking it all in.
You can hear the crowd now. Everything you've got now, Kunz. Come on.
Let's make it look great.
And he locks it in and he goes up and he's pulling. He's pulling.
Oh.
Very unlucky there. Very, very, very valiant effort there. It takes a lot of heart.
To get 365 kilos up that far, that's amazing. That's amazing. Things you love to see. And Durans is your British champion. Owen Hubbard in second place, and Kunz just about finishing in third.
Just to recap the day today, if you go through, starting from the 59s, we have in third place, we have Ben Hampson coming in with 502.5.
Lawrence White.
Sorry, Lawrence White.
Lawrence White in third place.
452.5.
Ben Hampson in second place, and Aftab Uddin finishing in first place with a 517 kilo total.
And then going in for the 66s, we have in first place, we have Kibriya Ali with 612.5. That's a 12.5 kilo.
Not only meeting the required B total for international selection, but also extending the British record extremely far, all the way to 612.5 kilos.
Absolutely crazy.
That's great.
And then in second place, we have
Joey
with 588.5. Only a kilo between him and Chris Jennings with 587.5. Sorry about that technical difficulty, guys. But with only 1 kilo difference between second and third, unfortunately Chris wasn't able to lock out that third. But very, very interesting battle there as well. And then with the 83s, some strong deadlifting there. We had Owen Hubbard coming in with 762.5, put him at second, and unfortunately Kunz wasn't able to pull that 365 to pull him into second, putting him at third with 740.
But an amazing day nonetheless, and in not too long, I believe the 74s will be coming on.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys. That concludes our morning session, and we'll see you in the afternoon for the 74s.
with a huge 612.5 kilo total is Gideon. Well done, everybody. Next we have the 83 kilo class. In third place is Sahid with a 740 total. In second place we have Owen with a 762.5 kilo total. And in first place with a 788 total is Fury. Thank you, Ken. That's the end of this session, ladies and gentlemen. We will commence again with the next session at 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Deadlift.